The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Here we go! Here we go! 60 yards! 50, Mike! 50! Here we go! Here we go!
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram.
Run!
The game's first play produces 6
Great job,
yards,
D.
brings up second down.
Job.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
Ain't no little
Jackson.
Hey, tight down. There you
Did
go.
he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one a gain
Good
of
work,
20
boys. Let's
and
go.
a first down.
Let's go.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Here we go.
Operating out of
6
Steeler
yellow.
territory now.
Okay,
Here's
double,
first and 10
double.
at the 47. First carry down for Gus Edwards. He takes it down to the 42 to the 5-yard line.
For you.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here I come.
Second and 5 now. Jackson, he goes full extension, and he's got it.
Let's go,
and they're
boys,
going to have
bring it up.
themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Mike 50. Watch the out.
This is Ingram on first and 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through the offensive script, you go through the play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's kind of like clockwork right now for them.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal. Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Big
Like
hit of
20.
the Steelers with a first
put
and
'em on
10
the buses.
at their
Let's
own
put that
26.
team on the bus. Tighten up.
Snickers. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Slack it.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the
You try it to the
28.
other side, not this side.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last
Black
run
20.
got a couple. Here's
Mike,
second and
58,
8.
right there. I got you, son.
First carry for James Conner. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Monday. 58 is Mike. Watch the
80 weapon.
Shit.
Show that bench release and go. Hey, zoom.
58's the Mike. 50.
Jack 16.
Silver.
Protein spill. Like I said.
Watch the shit.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Get ready.
A Steeler first down with a pickup of 11 yards.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Mike.
All right, now.
Mike.
Blue 30.
Hey, I'm coming.
Whirl. Hey. High 7. Lock it back.
Now
Check.
Roethlisberger
48
on
the
first
Mike.
down.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him down as he's
We got
inside the
this.
40. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
That was a nicely run
Black
slant
30.
route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route,
Snickers,
and then breaks
66.
it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and
Alert,
cuts
alert.
towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is
Black,
use his
black.
body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he works it past the 30,
Keep playing
almost to
hard.
the 25. The
That.
Steeler
Black
first
80.
down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Wide exit.
On first and 10 is Conner. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
That.
10
Black
yards
80.
on the pickup
Hey,
there.
alert,
It'll be
alert,
second
alert,
down.
alert.
48's the Mike. You got nothing.
Black, black.
On second down now. It's Conner. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 17 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
All day, baby, all day. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last time when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a goal for the 34. On second down, it's Edwards. 7 yards there and a first down.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Throwing is Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian Price, is that a mistake? No, he got running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well. And you go from the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the All-Pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads away 5 players named in the session, of course, leading the way for them, quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so, and I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those, and he deserves it. He carried that team throughout the season and got rid of him in their bigger games.
Oh, this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Wassor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy. The extra points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit
Ready?
right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after the interception, just a field goal, and they're playing at the field.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
40
First down on the pickup of 11 yards. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Hey, Haywood!
Mike 57.
Black, what's that?
Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only in the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Blue draw corkers.
3 down.
3 down.
25.
Smoke.
25. Check 25.
Wide.
Why they check?
On third down, Roethlisberger. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for the safeties, it's almost like we have extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still,
Come on,
any
fellas.
little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Ready?
The
Let's
Raven
go, Mike
offense
50.
set at
Mike,
the line for this
over.
next drive.
It's our
You've got
field.
less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Pick,
Picked off by
baby,
Mike
all
Hilton.
day,
And they
every
take
day.
possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
All right, now. 180.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Black, what's that?
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts,
Blue 30.
as they'll stop it with
Mike,
14
alert.
seconds to go in this first half.
Black, what's that?
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
It's our time.
Here's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right should be an easy one. Boswell's kick is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Coming to you,
They have
coming
the
to you.
lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
Check.
I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done.
Here we go.
Like 80. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball.
Adjustment to the
Without a doubt, show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. They'll run on first down. Connor. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Black 20.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout.
Mike 48.
It's just their
Let's make
first,
these
so
babies
2
cry all the way
remaining
back home,
as they
yo.
burn one here in this
Let's make these babies
quarter.
crawl all the way back home.
Check. Black 5.
Check. 48's the Mike.
Alert.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check 99. Check 99.
Greystone travel.
Kill.
Black is up.
On second down, Samuels.
Right. Get it.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Ready? Blue 30.
7 yards there.
Easy.
The first down.
X3. 218. Chopper. 8. Black, what's that?
They'll throw it on first down with Roethlisberger. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do
Hey,
that over the
Black
middle team.
80.
The 48.
And not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal
Here we
trash their
go.
way,
Why they say?
they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB.
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell
White
incomplete.
80. Snickers.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this.
Hey,
But they need just a few
alert.
inches here
Pilot,
on third.
64. Weak. Black, what's that?
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
Come
and
on
he's going to be
now.
taken down
Black
with
20.
the first down at
Strong
the
right,
Ravens'
strong right.
32-yard
Hey,
line.
come on now.
Black, what's that?
On first down, it's Samuels. Yeah, give him 4 yards there.
Here
It'll be
comes
second
the
and
boom.
6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run.
All right, now,
Sets
Black
up a very
20,
manageable
44.
second down.
Let's go,
A very
D.
solid
Let's go.
gain on that play.
Blue, what's that?
To throw on second and 6. Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster. 28 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
That.
A
White 80.
good sustained
Monday.
drive there in this third
50.
quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice
Black is
2-score.
on.
That was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the down at the 21-yard line.
Ready.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their
Strong
halftime
right,
hold
strong
now in the
right.
keeper. They need a big drive here
got
just
4.
to answer the first
got 4.
touchdown of the second half scored again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Down. Naughty Wolf.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Yo, pass. Watch the pass. Let it go.
Heisman winner. This is Mark Ingram. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases can develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
That would throw downfield is taken in by his running back.
Here we go.
Here we go. Down there on a pickup at 25.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches. Throw it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm.
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
48's Mike.
26.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 46 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this situation. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears.
Enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the flag. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time the turnover on the field, well, they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again for the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now the pass brought in by Roberts. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Let's go,
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking. You won't trip and fall when it happens in the game.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
So from the 40 now, they'll come up on the 1st and 10. They'll buy some time right. They'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, 39 yards. As his guys are on the board here in his first quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last score. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
He's got a man complete. 39 yards there. A big one. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Go to 54. Go to 54.
Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down carry by Elliott. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17.
You going nowhere.
He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Mike, 58
These
right
two
there.
teams all tied after 1.
There we go. Wide 80. There we go. Going to 54. Wide 80. There we go. Going to 53.
Watch the screen. 50. 22. Jet. Bomber.
26.
Now on 2nd and 16. Prescott steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Go as far as. You remember me? You
That one complete to Elliott. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And Jason Garrett's going to leave the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Hey, kill.
What's the run?
And my goodness, this is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive. But not just that, they had a great air.
Slam. He's checking.
Because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to reset.
Because the second year, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Let's go.
16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move through a fade and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Roberts has it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have a young quarterback and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Hey, number
From the 41, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of the first half of action. Here's Jackson. He's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. We got 5 here. I feel pretty good about that one.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
You see me out here? That's right.
I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shut down and gave a great chase and got it done.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Interception all day, baby.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's on the other way.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. 61. Match box. Right.
Throwing again. Check. Down. Jackson flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. A 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board?
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Likely time for just one final play. Off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Get ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. The tonality of the coaches talk. The game is within striking distance like this at intermission.
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
Hey, kill.
Yeah, he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
58.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down.
Hey, kill.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Get him.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Baby. We got 6 all day.
Mark Ingram, 30. As the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was a time in this game. Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Keep playing hard.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great football.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down. It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain. So now they're going to come back up and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
Easy work.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Prescott down. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Every time. Keep putting that ball on the ground.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time.
Hey, man,
Yet they are humans out there running around. We just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Delta. 54. Watch the run. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, Jackson. this to Edwards out of the backfield. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
On the double.
So first and 10
Mike.
now
Check,
from
check.
the
Watch
30.
54. Watch 54.
You better run it.
They go
You
play
better
action
be
with
afraid of
Jackson,
me.
eluding the pressure right. It's caught by Roberts. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in
Henry.
scramble drill.
Check, Mike,
So everyone's
54.
adjusting their
Mike,
routes,
54.
finding
Come on.
open
Watch
space,
the flag,
and he
watch
found
the
the right
flag.
spot for the completion.
To throw again on second down. Jackson, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Let's go. Let's do this.
7 yards there and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from,
Hey,
tight
defense,
ends know
let's
that
go.
they
Pick it
become
up.
a big part of the passing game, because there should be an easy outlet. When all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback, a hot route, so to
Yeah,
speak.
baby. Yeah,
A good
baby.
run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they're right there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens
There we go.
touchdown.
That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown
Lamar
right there.
Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the night as the Ravens push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military, precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 40.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play. This passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. You're 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Let's get that ball right here. Check 48's to Mike.
First down, Prescott.
Bandit.
He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
He's
A good pick up there at 22.
4 down. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we're going to mic the 48 right now. Let's go. Watch the run. 48. 48. 26.
Prescott on
Got one.
And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. 2 choke plays in a row.
Hey,
The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
47. Here we go, 47.
66. Bullet. Ha.
48's the Mike.
Short.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
26.
They'll throw again.
Hey, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randall Cobb there to make the grab. And the Cowboys Forbath able to convert the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Now there are 2 scores on the west side. Still time here in the 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A big play that time for the Ravens. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down. Stay in bounds. Keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section.
That's going to be a
They're executing really well.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now, here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation and trying to defend the guy who's been this hot. It chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football. And it leads to more completions for them.
The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Check three. Pick that. 22, jet bomber. 22, jet bomber.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown.
Give me the ball.
Baltimore.
Give me the ball.
Mark Ingram with his second touchdown of the night as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They're looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure. We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Throw right there.
Watch the screen.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 53 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you.
But 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Let's go, baby.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them will be prolonging what's really already been decided. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now.
Here we go.
As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So now they have to continue a 2nd and 14 after the first down run goes backward. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17.
Boom!
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram.
Go, 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 run!
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now Austin. A big-time return there.
Here we go.
40 yards.
Here we go.
And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Kill.
Right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Haywood.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Now Prescott.
D-line, get that quarterback.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming.
Here we go, going to 54, going to 54, 180, 26.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Completes it to Jason Witten. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.